You must be thinking what's wrong with me. Anyways, welcome back to my channel and thank you for watching. It's been so long that I haven't created any of the celebrity looks. COVID just hit everyone and there were no movies. But then I just saw Alia Bhatt on Instagram in this movie called Gangubai Kathiawadi. I just saw this picture and I thought I need to recreate this. It's something which is so interesting. So if you want to see how did I create this look, keep on watching. I'm going to start by priming my face with this MAC Studio Moisture Cream. If we see Alia's look, it's quite hydrated and has a little bit of sheen on the face. For that, I'm going to prime my face with this. Also going to moisturize my under eyes pretty well, and for this I'm using the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream. When we see Alia's look, it has a very soft and muted contour. So for creating the exact look like this, I'm going to reverse contour so that my contouring doesn't look very harsh. And for this, I'm using the MAC NW50 Studio Fix Perfecting Stick, and I'm going to blend it with a Morphe M492 brush. Okay, now before starting the base, when we see Alia's face, it looks so perfect. So I'm going to cover my pores, and for that I'm going to use the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas. It is a filter finish protective primer and it's going to fill all the pores on my face. And now for the foundation, I'm going to use a Bobbi Brown Intensive Skin Serum Foundation, and my shade is Warm Beige 3.5. I'm going to apply it with this Morphe brush M427, and whenever we're doing a technique called reverse contour, we always use a foundation which is not full coverage, because then the contour would not be visible. So I'm going to apply this foundation on all the areas where I haven't contoured. It's a very sheer and a hydrating foundation, great for dry skin people, and it's going to give me almost the same look as Alia is. Now for my concealer, I'm using the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer, and this is in the shade Creme Brûlée. I'm just going to apply it in the inner and outer corners around my nose and my lips. And I'm going to blend it with a damp beauty blender. We don't want too much of heavy coverage, so I am just going to apply this concealer in very minimum amount, because when we see Alia's face, her under eyes are not fully covered, and that's what we want. And now I'm going to set my under eyes by using the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder with this setting brush from Real Techniques. But I'm just going to apply this under my eyes and around my nose and my laugh lines. I'm not going to apply it anywhere else because I want my face to look nice and glowy. She's wearing a very muted, subtle blush. So for that blush, I'm using the Kiko Trio blush, and this one is in the shade 04, and I'm applying it with this focalier brush. Now this almost completes my base, and now I come to eyebrows. If we see her eyebrows, they're quite intense, dark and bushy, and for that I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo in the shade Auburn, and I'm using this pointed brush from Dose of Colors. If we see Alia's eyes, I don't see much of color on her eyes. I can just see a nice shadow, a very soft matte shadow. And for that, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam, and I'm using this shade which is called Sienna. I'm going to apply this shadow with this MAC 217 brush all over the lid. But yes, we do see a nice highlight in the inner corner of her eyes. I'm going to highlight the inner corner of my eyes by using this Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush JH42 and using the shade Tempera from the same Anastasia palette. Now comes the main part, which is the kohl, and if we see the picture is just the kohl which is standing out in the picture. So I'm going to use this Nykaa Eyem black Kaajal pencil. It's intense black, and I'm going to cover my lower lash line and my upper lash line with this. I'm going to make the lower lash line a little more thick because that's exactly the way Alia is wearing her kajal. And now to make that line more intense, I'm using this crown brush which is C408, and I'm using a nice black intense shadow from the same Anastasia palette and smudging the kohl. Although I can't see that Alia is wearing a liner, but yes, her eyes look quite intense and dark. So I'm going to use this focal layer brush and use the same black eyeshadow and just line in a very thin manner on the upper lash line. I'll finish off my eyes by using this L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. If I see the picture, I can see that yes, she has highlighted the center of her face very well. So I'm going to use this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in the shade Light. And I'm going to use the same setting brush from Real Techniques and just dust this powder under my eyes, on the tip of the nose, the center of the forehead, my upper lip and my chin. Now to make the look quite glossy the way I can see it on Alia, especially the nose. Her nose line, the tip of her nose looks so shiny. And for this, I'm using the Glossier Future Dew Oil Serum Hybrid. Now to set everything in place, I'm using the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist. Finally, for my lips, I'm using this lip pencil from Miss Claire, and this one is in the shade Sheer Pink L25. I will apply it as my lip color. But when I see Alia, she has nice gloss on her lips. And to top this, I am using this color, which is Soft Rose 08 from Milani, Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper. Now what is left is this black, what should I say? It's like a cross, a kala tikka, not exactly a kala tikka, but it's like a cross on her cheek. And I'm going to put it with this Color Bar Ultimate Eyeliner. But just to intensify it, I am using this brush from Dose of Colors, which is very pointed, and I'm overdoing that liner with this Maybelline gel liner. So did you see how easy this look was? And it's so beautiful, so Indian. I tried my every bit to look exactly like her. This big nose pin, this big red bindi, and this alta in my hand. Oh my god, so much of effort, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I know it's just the hair which is not making me too very comfortable, but just to imitate her look, I just did that as well. But I completely loved doing this, and in case you also like it, do not forget to give it a thumbs up and also hit the notification bell so that you are notified every time my video goes up. I love you all, stay blessed and keep watching.